you're in for a treat today because we have Paul and Jeff, founders of Gunpla SA. I'll hand straight over.
Testing. Hey, that's what I sound like. It's terrible. But only to me, hopefully not to you guys. Okay, so Jeff and myself, we represent Gunpla building community and collective in South Africa. We're all about building Gundam kits, actually, and model kits all based on anime stuff. So like, if you've ever watched an anime before that has a giant robot in it, chances are Jeff and I probably love it. Okay, and so, you know, for years Japan has had these amazing kits called Gunpla, and as well as other like mecha-based model kits, but we haven't been able to get them in South Africa. And we saw everybody had like big tears. They were like so very sad that they couldn't get giant robots. So Jeff and I decided, well, we're gonna make it happen because we love giant robots. Okay, so they're busy just sorting up our screen thing because we've got a whole like presentation. But before, it's not a victim, Jeff. It's a member from the audience. We've had this discussion. Okay, not that guy. I'm kidding, yeah. You were so fast. No, go and sit down. Go and sit down. We're gonna make it a game. We're gonna make it a game. Not that easy. It's not that easy. It's not that easy. Okay, guys, you're gonna build one of these integrate kits here, up here with Jeff, okay, without tools or anything like that, because it's that easy to do. Okay, but before you do it, how many of you guys are Gundam fans? Just put up your hand. Okay, cool. Sweet, so you've heard of Gundam, maybe, okay, whatever. What is your favorite Gundam? Okay, we're gonna do it this way. You're gonna shout the name of your favorite Gundam. So I'm gonna make it easier for you. Don't shout Mobile Suit Gundam, because they're all Mobile Suit Gundam. So shout either First Gundam, so shout Strike Gundam, or Freedom Gundam, or Unicorn, or whatever. That way I hear you. If I hear you, you're building a kit. Okay, so we're ready for this. Okay, so you're gonna shout. Yeah, he's asking for help. He's getting a crew in. Okay, and here we go. 3, 2, 1. Can't hear you, Gundam kid. Shout your favorite Gundam. Ah. Let's try it again. You got a Gundam in mind?
It has to be somebody that hasn't heard of Gundam.
Yeah. Okay, let's try this again. I gotta hear it. 3, 2, 1. Amuro is a character, he's not a Gundam. But well played. Isn't Google great? Okay, you know what? This dude over here, Sandals, come up. Okay, here's our victim. I mean, customer participating guest. Okay, what's your name, man? Chupa.
My first name is Silo, and my second name is Chupa.
So Chupa's going to be building a Gundam with us today. So you pick one, and then you're at Jeff's mercy. Dude, which one looks better? Which one looks better? You got to go for the one that looks sexy to you. That's the original classic Gundam. That's the one that started it all, RX-78. And then that's C. That's piloted by Kira Yamato. Yes, good. You chose correctly. You chose wisely. Okay, cool. I want to stop looking at you guys now because I've got to speak to them. Cool. That stuff's all coming up. As our presentation, I'm doing this live. You see, this is raw, so you know what's going on. We don't want to keep you in suspense. Okay, so let's do it without any screens. So Gundam, or Gundam, Mobile Suit Gundam, Kidou Senshi Gundam, has been around since 1979. It's one of the longest running animes in Japan. Okay, it's got a huge following. In fact, huge is minimizing it. The following for Gundam is massive. It's huge. Okay, and it's all centered around these cool mobile suits. These like cool little giant robots that are plastic. Now I'm getting a bit of what's going on here. Cool. Sweet. Anyway, so the thing is, it's the biggest selling toy in the world. And now we can finally get it in the West. So I just want to find out what's happening. Guys, what's happening? Sorry about that. We actually have a whole bunch of really cool pictures of model kits that I want to look at the screen and show you and go, oh wow, it's amazing. Alden built one. That's Alden. I don't want to point him out or anything. He won a competition. Okay, so let's start with Gunpla SA. So Jeff and I have started this business called Gunpla SA where we're building up the community, as I mentioned earlier. What we do is we run competitions, we run expos, we do all kinds of cool stuff, and we try to make sure that you guys get Gundam kits in your hands and get better at painting them. What Jeff's going to be doing today is he's going to be showing this dude how to paint up a kit, or not how to paint up a kit, rather how to build up a kit from scratch, and we want to show you guys how easy it is and get you into that. While Jeff figures out how to hack the entire internet and hopefully find our presentation, which would be wonderful.
Can we contact Jordan? Sorry, where's Jordan? Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Anyway, let's do it this way. We're going to do it a little bit backwards, back to front today. Do you guys have any questions about Gundam? Put up your hands. Yes? When it comes to stage 2, yeah? Nightmare Frame, technically no, it's not a Gundam, okay? But a Nightmare Frame is from a series called Code Geass. Okay, so yes, it's a mecha, it's a giant robot, but it's not necessarily a Gundam, because it's not from the Gundam series. That's pretty much, let's just keep it simple like that. Any other questions about Gundam? You seem to be very much into Gundam. Okay, so he wants to be a fan, okay? And you guys, I know he's been like Luffy over here, you got any questions for me about Gundam? Ah, that is a really, really cool question. Which top 5 Gundam would I get as my first Gundam kits? Okay, super simple and kind of easy. RX-78, the original Gundam, first Gundam. Really, really great kit, really, really cool design, and it's classic, right? Okay, another one, you guys might know this, it's called the Unicorn Gundam. Unicorn Gundam is also a really, really great one to start. Then the next one's not a Gundam, okay? It's a mass-produced unit from the Gundam series, it's called a Zaku. Okay, so that would be the next one I'd go for. They're green, they got one eye, they look like ogres, they're really cool. Then the fourth one would be one of my favorite kits and from a very old retro Gundam series called F91. And the F91 Gundam, one of my absolute favorite designs ever. It's super, super cool. When it came out, it was like, this is the future of Gundam design. And it kind of did revolutionize. And I'm going to be a little bit obvious here, but another one that I love as well is something called New Gundam. And that's got a giant fin funnel on the back, and these things come off, and they control psychically. Just simplified, keeping that. Good question, man. Yeah. Ooh, good question. One of my 5 favorite mech anime. Okay, obviously I love Gundam. Okay, but my favorite Gundam series is Zeta Gundam. Okay, so I think Zeta Gundam is one of the best. Another good one is Macross. Okay, Super Dimensional Fortress Macross, the original, is amazing. Okay, so if you've never seen it, do it. It's really, really great. It's so many things in anime started with the Macross anime, like your idol who becomes a hero, for example. In the case of cool. Another good one is Armored Trooper Votoms. Also deep cut, really, really old school, but super realistic anime. Very, very, very good. Very topical. And of course, and I don't know if I should call this a giant robot or mecha anime. Maybe you guys will disagree, we'll see. But Neon Genesis Evangelion. You guys heard of it? You heard of Evangelion? Yeah, that's pretty good. It's a really good one. And then another gentleman mentioned it earlier, and there's a really, really good mix between mech action and sort of psychological horror, Code Geass. So that's also a really good one. You had a question? Yeah? This is my favorite question. Where can I buy Gundam kits from in South Africa? Jeff, where can you buy Jeff? Where can you buy Gundam kits from in South Africa? From Gunpla SA. So I'm going to get you a flyer. Okay, I'm going to bring it to you because we haven't got a presentation. I'm doing a lot of work for this today. Okay, there we go, my man. I like your beats. Cool.
Sorry, where's the PDF? Sorry, I'm gonna.
Okay. Guys, I'm going to take you for a tour quickly through the basic kind of kits that you do get, because you asked where do you get Gundam from. So yes, Gunpla SA. But if you've never built Gundam before, you might not start off with something like this. This is called an entry grade Gundam. Okay, what's really nice about this is that you don't need any additional purchases. You literally just pick up the product and you do it straight out of the box, and you assemble it without any glue, without any tools, any of that stuff. So it's really, really great to get yourself into Gundam. Or if you want to make sure that somebody is financially dependent on Gundam, then get them one as a gift. Okay, cool. And the nice thing about this is if you wanted to paint it as your skills improve, you can come back to this and paint it up, do a whole bunch of detailing, do a whole bunch of weathering and all that good stuff. Otherwise, you could just have it. And it's pretty durable too. Break it, you buy it, he says. Okay, but actually that's a good thing, right? So a lot of you guys are going to be at the convention, you're going to have bags full and whatever. These boxes are actually pretty tough, okay? We don't actually drop them a lot, but sometimes they do drop. So all the parts inside are nice and secure, they're all in their own little individual baggies. I'm going to use this...
I got that.
It's taped. Cool, I'm going to grab one of these. So this is what you can expect to find when you open the box. I know it looks pretty insignificant. It's a runner full of little pieces. And what you're going to do is you're going to pop them out here with your thumb, and they're going to turn into one of those things. Okay, so you're kind of building your own action figure. Why is this such a cool thing? Whoa. Why do Jeff and I love Gunpla so much, and why is it such a popular hobby? Well, there's a lot of reasons. Everybody's got their own reason, right? But the thing that I think sticks to there is you come for the giant robots, and you stay for the meditation, focus, creativity, detail-oriented use of your time. What else is on the list? It's fun. It's fun. It's fun building giant robots. And I personally like making them go... Okay, I like doing that. I do it publicly as well. You'll see me doing it at the shop. So yeah, so there's a lot of fun stuff to do. Some people just like to build them up and have them as cool action figures. Some people like to turn them into toy photography targets. It's a whole thing. So yeah. Jeff just also wants to note that he is going to be dropping a piece somewhere. This is the most terrifying thing a Gundam builder can ever experience. If you drop a piece, you learn how to get really low. So actually Gundam is also very, very good for your core strength and for micro muscle development, because you'll go from sitting down for like 2 hours, which, you know, some people will debate is not healthy, to squatting. You'll be looking everywhere for it. You'll be on your knees, you'll be on your hands. It's awesome. It's also really good for your eyes. That's how you train your eyes. So by the time you hit 60, you're like, wow, I can see a Gundam piece on the floor over there from here. Okay? So it does help with your visual acuity. Okay. So Jeff, what are you doing here, dude? What's going on? Are you coming right? Okay. So basically what happens is, well, what Jeff is doing now, he's busy separating the pieces in the manual so that they can actually build your sub-assemblies. So when you build something like this, you are essentially building it as an action figure. You're building the head, the chest, the waist, the legs, the arm, all of that stuff separately, and it all has its own individual articulation so that, you know, you can make it do cool poses like this. Yes, rate me on my cool pose later. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's nice being appreciated in my time. Thank you. Cool. Okay. Told you. He didn't squat. Hey, that's because he's still young. He can like... Okay. Cool. So the thing is with Gundam as well, is it's kind of a phenomenon. A lot of you guys might know Gundam from where? Put up your hands. If I ask you guys, did you see Gundam on Instagram? He found Gundam on Instagram, right? How many of you guys have watched the Gundam anime? Okay, a few of you, because you're anime fans. Cool. Okay. How many of you guys are fans of Linkin Park? Did you guys ever see the Gundam in the Linkin Park music video? Yeah, I get that question a lot. People will come into the shop and they'll be like, hi, okay, so do you know Linkin Park? I'm like, nope, never heard of the band. They'll be like, okay, so there's this cool music video, and it's got this like red Gundam thing in there, or red robot or something. Do you have that? I'm like, yeah, that's Sasabi. So Gundam is pretty big. It's kind of a cultural phenomenon. It is everywhere. You'll see it. You'll even. I actually heard a piece of music now that had a piece of Gundam music, Gundam sound effect in it now. Literally heard it like as I was walking here. I heard like ding, 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 and I was like, "Whoa, new type." There's a new type somewhere. Don't worry, you'll get that joke if you like Gundam. I'm just a nerd on the stage now. So the thing is, it's a pretty big thing, and it's finally hit America, which is pretty cool because America is growing up. The popularity for Gundam is growing there. The guys are entering into the Gunpla, the Gundam Builders World Cup, and that lines up with something that we want to do here as Gunpla SA. So Jeff and I don't just want to sell model kits. That's not our goal. Okay, selling model kits is easy. You guys can go into Amazon and buy model kits. In fact, we'd prefer you didn't, that you bought them from us because you're cool. But you could do that. What's more important to us is getting you guys skilled up so that you can compete in things like esports that regard model kits. Okay, that is a thing. Okay, when I started, the idea of everybody's parents said video games are a waste of time. Now there's kids making millions of dollars playing video games. When I got in, I mean, I've been into Gundam for a very long time. Somebody would always ask me, "Oh, what are you doing Gundam for? Can you make money out of it?" I was like, "No, I just used to do it for fun, whatever." But turns out, there's this little thing called like Warhammer, and they do these huge competitions and they make lots of money. Then you find out about something called Gundam Builders World Cup. And the Gundam Builder World Cup is where they take the best of the best, they compete, they go to Japan, they compete on stage, and they win a whole bunch of cash for having the best kit. So there is a growth potential if you guys are looking at it from an esports kind of thing. Cool. And still no presentation. It's fine. I'll be here till Thursday. Actually, until Tuesday. Cool. Jeff, do you guys want to show what you built so far, man? And Jason, do you want to come check it out? Do you want to like show it off on the camera?
Yeah, sure.
It's a face. It's like really tiny. Can you guys see this? Don't lie. There it is. Yes, I'm so glad that my nails are clean.
You're probably too close to
I'm probably too close. Okay. I get that a lot. Okay. Okay, cool. Sweet. Okay, and also just a reminder that this dude over here has bought the Gundam kit, so I'm hoping in the summer he can be able to do it. We did do this cool event for Jeffro at the Brooklyn Mall last year at the Japanese Cultural Festival. Actually, it's earlier this year, I can't remember now, my brain's phasing. But we were there, and a young lady actually bought one of these things, and she didn't even know what a Gundam was. Now she's a fan, so winner, winner, chicken dinner, as they say. Move on to the next stage of our very well planned presentation. Does anybody have any other questions? Yes, this man over here. Yes. Actually, that's a really good question. Do we sell kits that aren't robots? Yes, we do. Have you guys heard of this thing called Pokemon? What? Yes, of course you've heard of Pokemon. They're really small, they're very cute, and they're people make them fight, they're great. There's also model kits for them. Okay, and so Jeff is a fan of Pokemon. Me, I'm Pokemon agnostic, but the kits are amazing. Okay? They are beautiful, you don't need glue, you don't need paint or anything, you just bam, you got a Pokemon kit. Now you look like you're a fan of Pokemon. Do you like Pokemon? What's your favorite Pokemon? Jigglypuff, that's actually ironically my favorite. You know why? Because when it makes people fall asleep, it draws on their faces. And I love that, because it's like the most passive-aggressive Pokemon ever. It's just like... I love Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff is my... And that song slaps. That's very cool. Okay, so, do you want a Jigglypuff model kit? Okay, you can go buy one at us then. No, I'm kidding, but we do have them available. Okay, sweet. Okay, any other questions about Gundam? Yes. Yes, we do. We do, actually. We have kits from a series called Border Break. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. Okay, the other name is Kyokai Senki. Yeah. Okay, now you know what I'm talking about, because you're a deep cut anime fan. Okay, you watched it when it still had the Japanese name before it got dubbed. Okay, I get you. Okay, yes, we actually have them. So I've got the... I've got all of them. Actually, I've even got the new one, the Proto Goyu from the web series. That's just come out now as well. Got the Reiki, all of that stuff. So yes, we do. To answer your question, yes, we do stock a lot of stuff that's non-Gundam. So we do have kits from series like Macross, Macross Plus, Macross 7 sometimes, as well as Kyokai Senki. Then there's something called 30-minute missions, which is not necessarily Gundam, but is mecha-based, and it's really great for kit bashing with Gundam. So yeah, so I hope that answers your question, because there are tons of robot kits. Tag team. Okay, cool. Okay, who wants to switch you out to carry on with the bolt? You guys have been messaging each other. Yeah, I see you. Okay, sweet. Guys, by the way, custody battles on Gundam kits, not easy, huh? Arguing about who gets to keep the leg and who gets to keep the arm is a thing. Okay, you're coming up. Sweet, my dude. Okay, rad. What's your name, dude? Victor. Yeah, this is Victor. So, okay, he's very polite, I like him.
I'm going to give you a number.
Yeah, now
Every single runner.
next question for me. Gundam stuff. Or Gunpla, say.
Every single piece has a number.
Anybody? Team, ask me a question. Do you need to know how to paint? Just lie. Lie. Ask me a question. Oh, this guy over here. Okay, do you have to paint then? No. You don't have to paint them. What's cool is you can actually use a pen and a marker to line up the panel lines, yes. Does it have to be Gundam? What do you mean? It can be mecha anime related. Well, what is the question? On the side. Attack on Titan, human mech. Don't care. But there are model kits actually coming. But you like Attack on Titan at the April? Okay, sweet. Cool. Anybody else with a question? Okay, cool, because I'm going to tell you about the Bolt Force now. Okay. So, the Bolt Force is what Jeff and I call the South African Gundam building community, okay? So that is basically everybody in South Africa that has been building kits and has been like sharing their knowledge. And this is actually what we're trying to build up, is the actual Bolt Force, so that we have a ton of people who are into the hobby, can share the culture of the hobby, and help other people get into it. So that is the Bolt Force. So if you ever see any of us wearing a Bolt Force shirt, that's what that's about. Excellent. Okay, cool. I'm just going to go and check in on Jeff quickly and see what's going on. Whoa, there's our presentation. Yay! And now for our featured presentation.
Yay!
Better late than never. Awesome. Would you gents mind making it full screen for me? Thank you. Oh, sweet, thank you.
Oh wait, this part was broken earlier. So there you go. There's a ball joint there. And then it goes into?
There you go.
Yeah.
Which was the hard one on the hot run.
Okay, while I've still got it here and they're sorting that out, let me at least introduce you. This is Miro. He's our little meerkat mascot. He represents you guys, the builders. And then we got the Chomi, our Chomi bot, and he represents building and helping and all that kind of stuff. So these are our two little mascots that we've got. We do a lot of branding, like this. Got this, and now it's disappeared, now it's back again. Sorry, I just have to keep you up to date. I know that you can see what's going on, but if nobody's narrating it, is it really happening? Okay, and our feature presentation is called The Joy of Gunpla. Okay, how and where to start. Okay, so that'll take us to, here we go, one more up. Okay, so what is Gunpla? Gunpla is, it's a portmanteau. It's the word Gundam and plastic linked together, so it's Gundam plastic, so that's why we call it Gunpla, if you guys were ever wondering. It is in reference to a model kit. A model kit is a toy that you assemble, or in some cases a scale representation of something that exists in real life that you try to do as a tiny model kit. In this case, Gundam kits. What we got on this slide, just so you guys can see, is a collection of shots from the anime. So we got shots from The Witch from Mercury, Unicorn, and this is from the Gundam Origin. Windows. It's me, I broke it. There we go. And then on this side, we got some of the shots of our kits. So this is actually a collection of Jeff and my builds, because we figured it's our presentation, why not show off a little, right? So we got some of our painted builds, and Jeff and I are like longtime fans, so a lot of these builds are actually from the original series or from older school's Gundam series, so the original Gundam, but in this case it was done up with the color scheme of the Geong, and the Geong is actually the final boss, should we say, in the original Gundam series, and that's the Geong. Okay, I just use fancy photography here, but they're the same color. Okay, it's with a weird homage thing, but you can be that creative. You don't have to follow the rules. You don't have to make it blue and white and red and yellow. You can make it whatever you want to. And then there's one from Crossbone, and we got another one of the enemy units, which is also in a custom paint scheme. Let's check out the next. What I want to get into is there are different grades as well, and you guys will see that on the next slide with the kits. The next slide. Hold on. I've got this. Can I switch the slide? Cool. Now my Windows skills are put into the test. There we go. Oh, cool. Okay. No. Okay, so levels of Gunpla. So when you guys get into this hobby, you'll see, you might have seen online that there's really, really tiny kits. You might even see here on the table, we got the small one over here, we got a bigger one here, we got that one flying, and then we got this one that we want you to get into, which is the entry grade. So how that all works is that cute chibi Nunu one at the very bottom, that is a SD Gundam. Those are generally marketed towards kids and, well, fans of the show who really love the diminished form of the Gundam. Then a little bit above it is this one over here, which is known as an HG. Okay, that stands for higher grade, as you might have guessed from the HG. But these are the basic staples. Like, that's how you get into Gundam as a hobby. You'll most likely build a lot of HG kits. They're the smaller ones there, but they got a lot of detail and they look really great. If you want to expand your hobby, you want to spend a bit more money on your Gundam building hobby, you want to move up to something like the master grades, which are the kits built up to about this size. But the difference is they got inner frame details. So you got a whole bunch of details that happen under the skin. So if you actually remove some of the plating and stuff there, you'll actually see internal mechanical parts. And then you get something called perfect grade. Perfect grade are amazing. They are this big, and they are full of engineering. Things like when the wrists move, you see little pistons and actuators and all kinds of stuff going on. Really, really, really amazing. So, you know, and that's the kind of thing that you would want to get maybe after being in the hobby for a couple of months or so, just, you know, because you're familiar. So you don't have to start with an SD. I'd recommend you start with something like an HG and then move your way up. Cool, let's check out the... Sweet. So there we go, that's what the boxes look like. So on the left there, you got your entry grades, and on the right, you got your HG. And the difference between the two grades there, it's on the left, entry grade, you don't need any tools. You can build them like my friend Victor over here, who is doing it without any tools. And then on the right-hand side, if you want to build those kits, well, you're going to need something like, so you're going to need some nippers. But let me get something that's got a more of an elemental look so you guys can see it. You're going to need something like this to cut off your pieces. Cool. Okay. Okay. So what is next for us for Gunpla SA? So like, what is the next big step? So I mentioned Gundam Builders World Cup earlier, and that is a big thing for us. We really want South Africa to represent when it comes to Gundam and model kit building. You know, traditionally South Africa has actually had a very strong culture of model kit building and scale miniature building. You guys might not realize this, okay? But there used to be a show called Interstag. Long ago, it was a Super Mario Nation show with puppets and stuff. Very popular in Japan, made in South Africa. Crazy. So, yes. Cool. Okay, so Victor has to go. So we're going to tag another person in. Who wants to come up to build? You know what, I'm going to ask him, just because he's, no, not you, because you buy from me a lot. Let me give him a chance, he's a complete noob. Cool. After him, we'll fight for it. Okay, cool. Okay, so here's an example of some of the winners' kits. So the one on the left, there's 3 on the left and 3 on the right. The 3 on the left was the competition we did last year. Well, actually early January 2023, but it started last year. That was a 30-minute missions competition where you had to rebuild a 30-minute missions kit into anything. So you could do it up however you wanted to. So you can see the guy came first, he's a big fan of the game Death Stranding, so they came through. Second place went for something completely unique and like sort of inspired by things like Mech Warrior, whatever. And third place was Spidey, you know. At the most recent competition we actually did because of Comic-Con, so we did a pop culture inspired Gundam build. So the first place is actually inspired by Warhammer. I know, Warhammer, I know there aren't that many fans for Warhammer. I know how it is. I'm kidding. But that guy went for the Harlequin look, and second place, who knows what that looks like? Pokemon fan. Yes, it looks like Scyther, or Scyther. Yeah. Angry Mantis is what I like to call him. And then the third place is a guy that did a very, very cool custom of War Machine based with Gundam parts. So that was really, really rad. Okay, guys, Discord. If you've never seen Discord before, that's what it looks like. But this is special because this is our Discord. Okay, so this is the build force. So we get to show off all our kits and our photography. And with the whole build force, it's not one of these communities where we're all like, yeah, cool kit, bro. Yeah, I don't like that you made your Gundam yellow and stuff. We're not like that. We're actually very much about building each other up and getting the skill up. So you guys will see there's a little minion there that somebody had built out of Gundam parts, which is pretty amazing actually. And then somebody built up another kit, and they shot it in the garden. And what Jeff and I try to do is as well try to get guys to be better at posing their kits and also better at photographing their kits. Photographing their kits. Did I really nearly say that? Okay, cool. And get guys to be better photographers. Okay, sweet, cool. And then yeah, this is our build meet. Okay, so it's like this is exploded view, but as you guys can see, it's like just a whole bunch of us just chilling there randomly, you know, building kits, talking stuff, eating snacks, and this all happens at our retail partner, which is called the Nexus Hub, and this is based in Ferndale if you want to find us. Sweet. Ooh. And there we go. Check out some of the cool stuff that we've done. Look at people smiling. Hey, I paid for that smile. I was like, Kevin, you better smile for this photo. And he's like, okay. He's having fun. No, I'm kidding, but he is having fun. Yes, he is. So actually, I'm glad I paid money for that. Then we got Keroro. Keroro is it was a very popular Japanese mascot for a while. We had a whole anime about him, but why Keroro is so important to us as Gundam fans is because he's obsessed with Gunpla. Cool. And Gunpla is for everyone. So here's Jeff and I taking selfies with everybody we sell kits to. Yeah, it's Dean's Keroro. Yes, that's right, Jeff. It's Dean's Keroro. Okay, carry on building the kit. Okay, so as Jeff and I, yeah, let the grown-ups speak. I'm kidding, bro. So as you guys can see, Jeff and I are very big into community. So we do try to get a selfie with everybody that buys a kit at the con, because we want guys to feel like they're part of the community, and because they are. Okay, so Jeff and I take this mission quite seriously. You'll also see there's some youngsters in the shots where we're helping them out, and Jeff pulling his face, and I love that face. That face is awesome. Cool. You can show the next one. Yes, keep building joy. So this is our sort of mantra inside Gunpla. Say, keep building joy. It's about everything. Okay. It's building Gundam kits is building joy, running Gunpla SA as Jeff and myself is building joy, and whenever we build our model kits, that's what we keep trying to get into people's minds. You're building joy. You're building something that is, awesome, that is going to maybe bring joy to other people. They're going to see it and they're going to go, wow, maybe they want to get into it. They're going to get into the anime. Gundam is an amazing anime. It's really one of the best animes ever made, ever. I love the philosophical discussions that come from it. And Jeff and I have always had this philosophy of keep building joy with everything that we do, from designing the shirts, from designing the brand, to how we build our kits. And I believe that might be the last slide. Yeah. So for now, I just want to get check in on Jeff here and see what's going on. Okay. So we built some of the arms, and we've got some RX-78 action going on. And I think we'll do one more switch. So after you guys have done the arms, I'm going to get the gentleman over there with the sleeves to come help you with the legs. And then I think by then we should be done. And then I'm going to field some questions. Spoiler alert. Sweet. Okay, cool. Guys, do you have any questions about the build force or Gundam or anything extra that I may not have answered earlier or that you may not have thought of earlier? Yes. Well, before I fall off stage. Which would in and of itself make this presentation amazing. That's a cool question. How did Jeff and I become friends? Yes, actually it was through Gunpla. Okay, Jeff and I come from two different sides of the world. What happened is, long ago, we used to do these anime meetups, where guys, and gaming meetups, guys used to come and play Monster Hunter and stuff. And I just happened to be at one of those. And then I had a Gundam thing, and he had a Gundam thing, and we started talking about Gundam, and we've been friends since. So that's how I met him and his brother. So, good question. Gundam makes friends. I just hit the mic. My mic, not this one. Anybody else for questions? You're going to be building a leg just now, so you're good. Maybe you want to ask some questions, like what are you getting into? What's the Discord? Okay, so it's a private Discord. It's an invite only. No, but if you want to be invited to it, you're totally in. It's we just don't make it open because we don't want 50,000 people trying to spam you. Okay, we don't like to use it for sales. We like to use it for building a community. Cool. Yes. At the moment, yes. But because of the Discord and the nature of Discord, we actually do a lot of digital meetups. So we actually do this thing. I've got to stop saying we actually. Presentation 101, by the way. We do a lot of in-person meetups where we also do digital meetups, where we have a voice channel and a video channel where we share screens. And sometimes if load shedding is on our side, we can actually share onto the Wi-Fi when we do the build meets in person and we share them online. So I take it that you guys not in Joburg. Okay, cool. No, I just wanted to double check, maybe you're asking for a friend, that kind of thing. Something that I feel like I forgot to mention actually, Jeff and I do a lot of live streams for the Gundam builds. The main reason for that is because we want people to see how easy it is to get into Gunpla, and also because the community itself is just fun. People get a bit salty about stuff, people get funny, but it's a good kind of funny. And what Jeff and I like to do is just show off our process and how we pull off certain techniques with kits, and it's great for people to see. It's also a good way for you guys to see what the kit is about before you buy a Gundam kit. So you can actually see, oh wow, Gundam Aerial, it's actually pretty amazing. Like, I really want to build that. That's kind of the vibe. We want you guys to see what it's like before you spend money on it. Because, we don't bleed money. So yeah, it's a cool coat. Excellent. Now, let's not be distracted. Jeff, do you have any questions? We got the advert, yeah, but that's going to be like a whole 35 seconds. Yeah. No, we played that just now. We played 35-second ad just now. How are you guys doing there with progress? Cool, we can do a switch. Excellent. Okay. Switching up. Sweet. Okay, and if you guys want to, yeah. Sweet. Okay, guys, what's going to happen is we're going to play our little video for you, and then that'll be me. So I just want to say thank you very much. Apologies for the haphazard presentation. I would have loved to have said hello, Comic-Con, and all that good stuff, and done it really, really nicely. But I couldn't do that this time. But thank you very much for the really great questions, for being part of the chat, for checking us out, and for lending us your time. Now, yes, last question. I'm the better builder between the two of us. Actually, that's a really cool question. Jeff and I actually have a very different take on how we build. I like to build out of the box, straight up, like the best version of it from the anime. Jeff likes to go super custom with crazy colors. So, Jeff, in my opinion, is one of, if not the best builder in this country when it comes to Gundam. And I can say that without any reservation, because he's not me. And I don't want to talk about how good I am. So, I'm incredibly humble. Just chill with me. Okay, but anyway, we've got some arms and legs. Our friend over here, he's building the arms. And we're just going to play our 30-seconder, and that's me. Thank you so much, guys. You've been awesome. If you guys want to come up and check out what's going on, please do. And please come grab a flyer if you want to come join Gunpla SA. And on to our host from Otaku Town.
Thank you so much, Paul. Thank you, Jeff. And to our builders who are still in progress.
Show me what you got. Orientate yourself. Yeah. So you see that little V thing over there that goes through the hollow hole? The engineering's like How's that, eh? Yeah. And then you look for the next piece, B2. So B1, B2. There you go. Yeah, Coffee, you can also come up to stage. Yeah. If you want to get a closer look, come in instead of zooming with the lens. Yeah. Oh yeah, hi, how's it going? I'm not really a speaker, but I don't even know, like, I've got stage fright. Good thing. I just want to say thank you guys for this opportunity to, like, you know, grace us with your time at Comic-Con Africa 2023, and then, yeah, just checking out our little Gunpla piece. And if you want to, take a look at our community's builds, yeah. This one I painted. Yeah, but the other two from my community. Actually, no.
Jeff, I'm going to ask a question.
Yeah, sure.
Dude, your kit here, I've noticed you've got in the belly patterns on your kit. What's that about?
So I've got quite a history of this. I built this for Heritage Day 2 years ago. This is my tribute to, I don't know if you guys know the South African artist, Otaku. So this was my tribute built to her. I imagine her future generation, like maybe a granddaughter, is also called Otaku. If she in the future had to pilot a mobile suit, you know, she would paint by hand with chicken feathers. That's what indie artists do traditionally. They bunch up chicken feathers as a paintbrush and they paint on murals. Oh, this is yeah. So, yeah, this is her Grace Protea. So, you know, this is the national flower. It's got the Protea colors, white and pink. Yeah.
Excellent, thank you, dude. Yeah, because this is actually one of the coolest builds that Jeff has done.
You know, obviously, we also have.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's very fitting because we have Heritage Day coming up.
We have when is Heritage Day happening, Jeff?
Sunday, Monday?
Yes, probably on Sunday, Monday. Yeah. Fabulous.
Yeah, so come up close, you can take photos, but we'll put them back in our display case so you'll see them later at our stage.
Yes, if you want to take a closer look, you're welcome to come on stage.
This one's
Maybe
about
just
like 500
two at a time. If you want to see it up close,
but these are cool because they're
No
320
takers.
rand and that's your complete beginner one. Oh, shit!
whoop. Okay, no. Cancel that plan.
Oh no, he just dropped something. Don't worry, it's fine. It's gold. I'll fix it.
The Gundam is okay.
Yeah,
It
the
survived
Gundam's
the
okay.
fall.
Recently, I finished Iron Man Brothers and joined a couple of pages. And some of the builds are crazy.
Insane. Guys, as well, if you want any flyers or anything, we have got them on the stage. As you can see, it's all here. You can do it in action.
How long does it take to finish a build, say at the size that you're currently busy doing?
Look, like we almost done. Just got the legs and whip. Obviously the end square is designed for so like not too many pieces, we don't want to daunt. So it's a smaller box, like about 100 pieces. Something like this, the box is about like this big. So this is about like, I think about 500 or 300 pieces that goes into it. So these two kits is the same, but this is like a fully painted build. He came first place in our last competition, and he's big into his Warhammer. I don't know if you know Warhammer.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about Warhammer, but apparently there's a faction in Warhammer, the Harley Quinns. Yeah, so this is... He's in our build force. Yeah, join us. Oh. Then we're gonna play our advert, which is done by him. Yeah. Paul, we haven't played our advert, right? Have we played?
Yeah.
Oh, no audio. Okay. Yeah. We need to be kicked out, right? Because who's next?
We're done.
Okay, cool. Okay. So we've got 3 more minutes, then we've got to head out for the next person, the next speaker.
I need someone I know. Justifies my problem.
I'll reach you up in the Discord soon. Yeah, after we get off. Yeah, exactly. Especially if you want to get into painting, you do want to this physical preparation, such as like sanding the nut marks, mold lines, sink holes, that kind of thing. So it's a good foundation to make a better so you don't have to. So it's good. So you always want to make sure you treat this membership.
Yeah.
Because otherwise people go, it's because the whole thing about model kit building is you're trying to kind of simulate real life, right?
Yeah.
So all these little things that you don't treat, people just say, oh, it's a figurine, it's a toy. But if you look at if I take a photo of this, and because it's all treated nicely, people might say, oh wow, is this thing a huge thing? Oh no, like you might think, oh, it's a figurine, but it must be, maybe it's this big. It's like, no, it's actually quite small, so yeah. So you're actually right. Yes, we've got the next speaker, so yeah.
And sorry for putting you on the spot.
No. Last part, then we're gonna go. Yeah. But you can take it, that's yours. Have me mixed up with somebody? Yeah, it's yours. You can finish. The other guy's down, so yeah. Do you want to build this together? Yeah. And then we can just put everything into the box.
On camera specifically.
Huh?
Too much God. Nice.
Okay, but yeah, we can chat further afterwards. And you've got the Discord out, right? Yeah.
Good ball.
Yeah. I know, Gunpla, you lose track of time, right? Especially good for load shedding. When load shedding hits, it's like, time to work.